This is the MG4 X-Power, the sleeper performance beast. Look at this rear spoiler at the roof. It's unique and bold at the same time.
Really need to keep up with the speed really fast. This car is really fast in the motorway, so this car gets 10 on 10. However, it shows some sort of limitations there.
Hello guys, welcome to Car Copenhagen, and today in this video we'll review probably the most affordable electric performance car for you. Yes, that's correct. This is MG4 X-Power and it's landed in Denmark. This car is supposed to be equally suitable for family needs and also quench your thirst for performance cars. And in this video we'll find out if that's true. So without further ado, let's jump into it. By the way, if you still haven't subscribed the channel, please do so because we've got many more interesting content like this coming up soon in this channel. Anyway, let's begin with the styling of this car. MG4 is all electric hatch from MG, and this one specializes in power and performance, hence got its name as X-Power. Look at this aerodynamic, sharp face with two-tone color contrast. Front LED headlights with sharp triangular cut give it an aggressive look. Bright orange brake cover and grey accent all around it make it different from regular MG4. Sharp creases and slopey roofline make it flow through the wind effortlessly. Multi-angular shaped rear light with rear spoiler really makes it stand out on the road. The design of this car undoubtedly matches with the performance claim it's making. Before we continue, let's drive this X-Power and see how it is.
As soon as you start driving, you get to notice the road noise that you're getting from the tire and also passing by vehicles. This car got some sort of regenerative braking system which helps a lot when you're coming to the traffic light, and it's quite smooth and help you to stop the car naturally without feeling jerk. In the road ahead, I'm trying to make a 3-knot turn and I'll see how easy with this car. Making 3-point turn is also comparatively easy with this car. Although many people are treating this car as a performance car and doing a lot of launch control, however, you're never going to use in real life. Maybe once or twice. But what might be useful though, the acceleration feature of this car can really help you merge in the motorway and adjust with the speed of oncoming traffic, and also in the sleep road when you really need to keep up with the speed really fast. Next, I will test this car in the motorway. This car is really fast in the motorway, so you will never have a problem keeping up with the oncoming traffic in the motorway. However, as you start speeding along, you hear the road noise more and more. Again, it's highly negligible if you play some music and listen to some radios and stuff like that. So when it comes to pulling up in the speed, this car gets 10 on 10. This car also got lots of safety features built in, for example like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist and so on. But what I'm really liking though, this car is really spot on when it comes to road speed limit. It will warn you every time you are a little bit over the speed. Other than that, this car is really good for cruising along in the motorway. In terms of steering wheel, it's really responsive and changing its stiffness depends on the road condition. For example, if you're in the city, it's pretty light and easy. When you're in the motorway and high speed situation, it becomes a little hard. And when you drive in the city, this car behaves like a really gentle beast. No way you can say this car can pull up so much performance. Since we're driving in the city, we are taking this car to one of my recognized uneven road, and we see how the suspension works there. I start to feel the unevenness of the road, and as you can see, the car is wobbling a little bit, but it's managing well so far. It's got the dump feeling to its suspension. What I want to say about the suspension is really good and comfortable if you stay within the speed limit or drive according to the road condition. If you drive a little faster, the suspension starts getting harder. The overall visibility is okay, but the rear visibility in particular is not so great because of the cool looking roofline. However, the screen serves you with some cameras as soon as you turn on indicators. So that's a big help right there. Overall, this car ensures a smooth driving experience. I like the fact that this car drives like a sleeper car until you really need to have some performance on the road. That's where this car is actually positioned, because you cannot call it exactly a performance car, because while it excels in straight line performance, however, it lacks significantly in the twisty road. So if I'm in a slip road and I need to pick up the speed relatively quickly, this car is the perfect example that you can do that with this car. In a twisty road, if you need to speed up, this car does the job relatively well. However, it shows some sort of limitations there. What I have noticed in the sunny weather like this infotainment screen is catching a lot of reflection and glare, which means it's particularly not so much visible in the sunny weather condition. However, all the buttons are nicely laid out and easy to reachable position if you need that while you're driving. Overall, this car bound to ensure a smooth riding experience in short commute and also in long distance. That's all from me for now. Let's look into the final thought of the video. Well, at first instance, the design is really simple and minimalist. You can clearly see that there is not much going on apart from all the functions that you really need. I like the way that air vents are integrated in the dash, such a way that it's kind of hidden and not asking for any attention. However, the black piano plastic trim will surely catch a lot of dust and fingerprints. Other than that, the cabin looks really premium with lots of soft touch material here on the dash, in the steering wheel, in the armrest. Although they used hard plastic on the door, but they have a different texture, so they don't look cheap at all. And as a change in this X Power, they have used lots of Alcantara, especially here in the door, in the seats. That gives a premium look, at the same time holds you tight when you testing the performance of this car. Again, the center console comes with very much clean design with easy to access circular gear switch, and parking brake is also highly accessible. I really like the steering wheel and the design of it. It's basically a two-spoke steering wheel with kinda hexagonal design, where on the left hand side they have put all the safety features, and on the right hand side everything to do with your connectivity kit. I really like it. It's very clean and minimalist. On the side here you have all the regular things going on, all the controls for the side mirror, lightings, and also window controls. In addition, the sun visor are really thick and I really like they are dark, so they help a lot to give you better visibility on the road. In terms of connectivity, we have one USB-C and one USB port under the center console with two cup holders. However, due to the design of the center console, these cup holders cannot take big bottles. Storage wise, you have lots of cubbies here in the front and also armrest, and underneath there is a storage too. The door bins are averagely sized and good for medium sized bottles. If I talk about glove box, it's long but it's not so deep, so it's okay sized. And one good point I like to mention, they have thought about a place to keep your sunglasses, which means you're ready for any change in the weather. And also they have a big wireless charging pad under the center console. However, what I noticed though, the edge is very small, so it will flip definitely when you speed up the car.
The infotainment system consists of 7-inch driver's display and 10.25-inch center console. It responds okay, but collects a lot of fingerprints and dust. It's also not so great in sunny weather, as it gives lots of glare. However, it supports large selection of safety features along with cutting-edge tech, most of which are left for extra add-ons. All in all, it provides a very good value for what you pay.
Anyway, that's enough from the front. Let's check out the back cabin of the car to see how the practicality continues there. Well, as soon as you enter in the back cabin, you're amazed by the space it offers you. In any way, you will not feel like a hatchback car by sitting in the back of this car. When it comes to legroom, you can see I have plenty of legroom left, and so as my headroom. I am 5'7", but I think people over 6 foot is also be okay here in the back. In addition, you have access to an armrest with nice padded leather and also control for the window. And the window goes all the way down. That means you will have access to lots of air and also lots of natural light. I really like the way they thought of every single needs of the consumer going to have with this car. They have given not only the seat pockets, behind the seats, also there is two small pockets for your mobile phones. I mean, how cool is that? However, what's disappointing though, they have only one USB port in the back, and the list continues because there is also no air vent in the back. The seats are really comfortable with Persian leather and Persian Alcantara finish. However, they missed a point. They forgot to put an armrest. Yes, there is no armrest in the back of this car, and neither through loading. I mean, wouldn't that be amazing to have an armrest in the back and also through loading, just in case if you need that for in any family situation. The door bins are fairly small and you can carry only small bottles. But in the good side, the floor is almost flat, which means if you ever have to carry 3 passengers in the back, it's also a possibility. All in all, the back cabin is really practical and useful. I think that's enough from the back. Let's check out the boot to see how it's doing.
Welcome to a clean and practical boot. It's designed to have minimum load lip with tethering points for better functionality. There is also underfloor storage for highly essential things. In addition to that, there is 2 side storage available. It provides 363 liters of cargo space with a practically shaped boot. When the rear seat is folded, it offers 1,165 liters of cargo space, which is definitely a big plus for any family needs. Now let's get to know its battery, range, acceleration, charging and price. It comes with dual motor all-wheel drive system that brings 435 brake horsepower and 600 Newton meters of torque, and it's a lot for a hot hatch. Surprisingly enough, it does go from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, while giving the range of 385 kilometers WLTP. It comes with 64 kilowatt hours of battery size and can fill the battery from 10 to 80% within 26 minutes. It offers fast DC charging with maximum capability going up to 140 kilowatt, and 11 kilowatt AC charge will take approx 7 hours to fill the battery. The price starts from 299,000 Danish crown in Denmark, 36,000 pound in UK and $45,000 in US. And in Australia it starts from 60,000 Australian dollar. In addition, it also comes with 7 years or 150,000 kilometers warranty. And the warranty does transfer to the new owner if you buy this thing secondhand. Anyway, let's wrap up and move to the final verdict of the video.
All in all, my final thought is it's definitely a practical hatch with lots of possibilities. However, the question is, although it's coming with a budget-friendly price tag, do you really need those extra horsepower under the hood? So if you don't mind keeping those extra horsepower on standby and paying little extra for that, then it's a great choice. Therefore, I really think this car is worth shortlisting. And that's all from me for today. I hope you really like this video. If so, please subscribe to the channel and I will see you in the next video. Until then, please take care and drive safe.